Yes, it is a good initiative, but the way it is being delivered needed a bit of improvement. And when it was being designed, we were in consultation with the Ministry of Gender, and it seemed to be a point that it would be a learning that would be incorporated as we go along, so that lessons drawn from the program as and how it is being delivered would be incorporated to make it better. But we feel some of them are not being incorporated. Currently, government is saying about 110,000 youth are benefiting, which is about 52% of the target population. Some other reports are pointing to about 80,000 youth, which is slightly lower, about 47%. But we feel a lot can be done to make it attain the milestones.
This livelihood program has not been able to achieve its purpose because, first of all, like any other policy in Uganda, the design of the policy was a wrong idea. First of all, the youth ideas and views were not incorporated into the design of the youth livelihood program. And then secondly, when we trickle down to go into how the procedure and process that the young people go through to get the funds in the youth livelihood program is actually not friendly to the young people. The young people are required to produce land titles, they're required to produce security, they're required to produce things they actually cannot be able to afford. A young graduate cannot be able to afford a land title. So you'll find that even the grouping of these groups under the youth livelihood program is a problem itself.
When you go to the district and you hear stories, people confess that the money is shared with these community development officers, the CDOs, because they want to, if you want the program to be delivered, you want the money you applied for to be given to you, you have to give a certain share to these people. So at the end of the day, when money is given to the youth, it will not serve the intended purpose.
Even the cows, some of the cows were spotted, you know, swindling this money. For example, the cow of Gulu, she was actually arrested and chased away from office. Instead of giving the money to the groups, she decided to first get the money and reinvest it. So definitely that was an act of corruption, and I was happy that the permanent secretary took drastic measures to punish the cow of Gulu. So those are some of the minor issues that we really need to address, and of course it can only be addressed through very close monitoring.
Diversion would have been made from just giving out a mere handout to some groups of people and then train these people in terms of skills, vocational skills, in terms of start-ups to be able to do something on their own. Wherever you give out someone money to go and do cattle rearing, to go and do piggery project, but he doesn't even have information or even knowledge and experience on how cattle rearing is done, then you're actually giving out this person to this money to actually go out and do sports betting or even eat up this money here and there.
As Uganda Youth Network, we had actually proposed a position where it would even be fast and productive to look at either associations, circles, or individuals who are already progressing in the areas of interest in their respective geographical distribution. Then you support them, but with a few conditions. For example, if individuals are supported, if the policy is adjusted so that individuals can be supported, then they could be conditioned that in the proceeds or in the resources that we are going to amass you with, you are supposed to recruit a certain number of youth, empower them, and be productive together as a unit. This is to try to discourage notions where you are making musicians ending up in groups of people who are rearing chicken.
I think one of the improvements that we can be able to do as the government of Uganda is, first of all, one, to decentralize this money, to actually have the youth leaders be part of the signatories in this process. So if the young people are actually handling their budget, their money and their programs themselves, it could be a better process of ease accessibility and reach out to those young people.
I think government should invest in young people, come up with a participatory working approach. In this program, the youth were not consulted. It was a program that the ministry, the permanent secretary came up with without consulting the youth. With the young people, we believe we have more pressing problems, and we know we have the solutions.
The wheelbarrows being made from Katwe are stronger than these which are imported. Actually, it's the trend now. People ask you, I want the one made from Katwe. So that means these young people have capacity to do that. Furniture. I'm happy the president last time supported a group of young people who are doing furniture. We have the best furniture, and people have woken up, they're doing that. We just have to develop a spirit of working very hard. We do a lot of lamentations, we do a lot of political talking. Let's get back to work.
We have young people who are mushrooming. They have initiatives, they have businesses and enterprises, but they are not being supported. Yet the Chinese who are coming in and other foreigners are getting a lot of these privileges, including tax holidays, including free land in Namamve for industrial parks. As we have seen in the past, we have had cases where youth have failed to get these incentives on clearances on machinery, on tax holidays of production, and in the end it's affecting them. It's making us, we are the most innovative country in the world, but we have a lot of turnover. Most of the businesses that are started collapse in their first year because we don't have support